I'm Daniel Drake with Long Beach Local News. We're here today at Fire Station 1 in downtown Long Beach to hear about a new program that's training first responders on how to better address mental health crisis in Long Beach. What inspired this program's creation?
We are a mental health provider and we serve the most disadvantaged and troubled children and families. And as the CEO of that organization, we've seen amazing growth over the last 13 years or so. We've more than doubled. But despite how much we're growing, despite how many kids we get to see, we have not been able to put a dent in the need there. And that was really an epiphany for me that we need to, while we still treat these kids, we also need to do more to change the world they're living in. So, not to sound grandiose or hyperbolic, but I really want to change the world. I would really like it if we could also have some impact on creating more trauma informed and compassionate and just kinder communities. And I believe that if we create neighborhoods that are kind and trauma informed, we'll be creating kids and families that are more resilient. And ideally, down the road, they won't actually need our intensive mental health care. So, the impetus from these videos really is about that. It's about creating kinder and more empathic neighborhoods.
So when you speak about need, what are some of the bigger needs that you've seen in Long Beach for this program?
For the training videos, well, I don't know that I see the need specifically in Long Beach so much as we're in Long Beach, and Long Beach is a really receptive community in terms of wanting to learn more. And I found a really warm reception when I reached out to Long Beach Fire in terms of wanting to take a leadership role in terms of training fire departments more on mental health. They embraced it immediately as soon as I called them and put the idea out there. But also, Long Beach is a really big city, and we have here all the struggles of any really big urban city. We have some kids who are growing up in perpetual states of trauma. We have food insecurity, housing insecurity, we have gangs, we have homelessness. It's a really ripe environment to create change. And fortunately, we also have leadership in the city that's receptive to it.
And so where do you see the future of this program and these training videos going in the near future?
Well, I hope that they have the same impact that the law enforcement training videos did. As I said, we've had over 400 law enforcement departments access our training videos, and we track who's using them. And as I said, they're for free on our website for them. And to think that we're influencing possibly the way that law enforcement in 400 different cities are interacting with people on the streets on calls is really rewarding. And I hope that we get that same level of receptiveness from the firefighter videos. And I'm already thinking like, well, who else next? What should we do next? Maybe schools.
That would be awesome. So it's great to hear that. We really, really appreciate you being here and all the work you're doing with the city.
Thank you very much.
In what ways is this program and training going to impact, if at all, the ways in which you're dispatched?
Well, I think just like anything else in the fire service, we always appreciate having more tools and the ability to do more things. And so as we respond on the homeless education and response team, as I listen for calls throughout the city that might be mainly focusing on someone who's experiencing homelessness, that may not be a explicit medical emergency, this allows me to be just more receptive and more attentive to their particular needs as I just engage with that person and try to drill down to find out what the main issue is and see if we can help connect them with the right partner, whether that's a state or local resource or a hospital.
And so when you talk about the resources you provide, what exactly do you offer?
Well, there's a whole host of services that are available, both private charities, government organizations, and even just being able to put people in touch with the right people. It all starts with just listening to the person in need, finding out exactly what's going on in their lives and who I can get in touch with them. Sometimes it's as simple as just getting them food and water, basic clothing. Or it's getting them in touch with someone who can help them overcome some administrative hurdle, whether it's just getting an ID card back that's been stolen, getting reconnected with government services, or getting introduced into a substance abuse or housing program.
And you spoke earlier about the importance of being personable with these people that you're helping, how important is it to ask questions about what they need?
You know what? At the end of the day, we're just people helping people. And that's really what everything boils down to. Taking the time to just slow down, look a person in the eye, and talk to them for even just 1 or 2 minutes. And you can pretty much figure out what you're really dealing with, whether it's something to do with just a social problem, or if you're dealing with somebody who's experiencing mental illness, or they're in the throes of addiction. If you just take the time to look them in the eye and talk with them, you can help get them in the right direction.
It's great to hear. We appreciate it. Thank you. We've just heard from several officials here at the fire department, along with the organizers and creators of the training videos we've just heard about. I'm Daniel Drake with Long Beach Local News.